Figma has two products, helping people from different backgrounds and roles express their ideas visually and make good stuff together. The first one is Figma Design, for people to create, share, and test design for websites, mobile apps, and other digital products and experiences. It's a super popular tool for visual designers, product managers, writers, and developers, and helps anyone involved in the design process to contribute and to give feedback and just collaborate with other team members and make better decisions faster. FigJam is the second product of Figma company. FigJam lets you create online whiteboards or gather workshops and meetings where people can take part. People often use FigJam for brainstorms, diagrams, planning, and research. In FigJam, you can use text, shapes, drawings. I'm gonna show you. In FigJam, it can be fun and make shapes, objects, stickers, typography, drawing images, sticky notes, and other fun elements to visually express your ideas and jam on the work together. So, which is really fun. In this video, we're gonna have an interface tour, and I'll show you how to set up your account and just explore the bars on the Figma for both Figma and FigJam. And then finally, exploring the design files. First, I'm gonna discuss about the difference between Figma and FigJam. So I mentioned really quickly the difference between them, but if I want to get more in depth into the difference between them, is that Figma Design and FigJam are two products that can work together, and they support your entire design process together. So you can start brainstorming and sketching in FigJam and then turn your ideas into Figma and make them very perfect and push your pixels. So when you're ready to start designing and prototyping, you will move over to Figma Design. Working from Figma Design and FigJam looks very different because each of the platforms have different tools to support the kind of work that you're doing. Figma Design is pretty much a collaborative environment where you turn your ideas into responsive and interactive designs. Figma design files, they are really useful for creating and maintaining your design elements and the assets with detail and perfection. Figma is really perfect for creating and maintaining artifacts and visual design and design assets because where detail and perfection comes in. Let's have a tour on Figma Design and I will show you how to move around. Let me log out and then I will show you how to create your actual account. By the way, you can have Figma on your browser, or you can download the app from the figma.com/download. I'm not sure. I will put the link below in the description for you to download, but it's pretty simple. You can just search download Figma, and then here you can click create one, and you can very easily continue with your Google. I'm gonna use my Google account to sign in. So open desktop app, open Figma, and voila, it's signing for me. So as you can see, so this is the Figma homepage. You can have all of your files here. So as you can see, the blue icon here represents that this file is a design file. It's a Figma design file. But the FigJam files has a purple icon. So you can get the difference between them from the icons. And here you can create a design file with the blue button and FigJam board from the purple button. On the left side of the homepage, you can have your teams here if you have on any teams, or if you are just a solo designer, that's gonna show up here, and your account is here and the search bar, so you can search through your files. Let me create a design file to just show you what's the interface contains about. So at the top we have access to the tools from the top bar, tools bar. This is called tools bar. So you have all of your tools here. You can add shapes, add artboard, have your move tool, and then scale tool, and your Figma actions, and all of the other tools, typography, creating text, and plugins, and much more. So all of your tools are here, and at the middle, your pages are here. So this you can rename the file, for example, design file. You can rename the file, and this represents the folder, for example, that the file is inside. So right now it's in drafts. And then here you can just have the sharing and collaboration options here, and like the zoom, snapping to pixel grid, and rulers and guides, and so much more. So, and here you can, at the left side, you can have your layers and your asset panel, and here you can have your pages, and this is your canvas. So on the canvas you can have multiple pages as far as you want. So here you can see I'm just creating pages by clicking on the plus button, and here you can have your like screens here, and on the right side you can like view and adjust your properties, so which is really great. For example, I can adjust the canvas color from this side. I'm gonna keep it like dark. And so let's create an artboard by having the shortcut of F on my keyboard. I can have my artboard. You can have all of the sizes for the standard sizes of each platform here. For example, I'm gonna have iPhone 13 mini, and here you can also have this one from the toolbar. You can also create a frame as well, and then inside you can have your objects. You can create, for example, a navigation. For example, this is a wireframe, and then I'm gonna create a circle. So just to give you an idea, I'm gonna create another video to go over each of the Figma tools more in depth. This video is just for the sake of interface tour. So let's explore the FigJam board. As I mentioned, FigJam files are online whiteboards and are approachable spaces for people with different backgrounds, and they shouldn't have to be in the design field. All of the people from different teams can get into FigJam board because it has a very accessible place, and it has a joyful sense of working together. So FigJam files have some tools for just exploration and brainstorming your ideas with the team or as a solo designer. They are very great for like brainstorms, for meetings, diagrams, and research. So let's dive into the interface. Okay, so I created this file, and it already gives me a starting point to start from. And so on the button navigation, we have all of the tools for creation and some stamps here to just connect in the moment. For example, I'm gonna, okay, so, and also some sticky notes I can just type, hi, I'm thinking about just a random note. You can find a setting and perform your actions from the menu here. So and also you can create table, you can have stamps, and you can have the arrows here, and so much more. And also you can just create by by this toolbar as well. So you can select the collaborative tools in the navigation bar. You can share and you can comment, and you can have the timer or voting, or just play some music when you're working together with your team. And yeah, it's a very fun place to work in. And yeah, so it's pretty simple, and you can move around. You can also use it on your tablet and start sketching and just move around the canvas with your fingers and just swiping and so much more. It's pretty nice to sketch with. So why people use Figma? Why is it very popular? The first thing is it's very flexible. It's used by solo designers, by most like popular organizations and companies right now in the world, and everything in between. The next reason is that it's multiplayer, so multiple people on the same projects can work on it at the same time, offline or like and they can create live and real time together, which is really great. So it's a collaborative tool. The next reason is that Figma is always available, so you can use Figma, as I mentioned, in your browser or on your mobile app, and just have your prototypes on your mobile and test everything there, or on your desktop app, which I'm always using. And also your work is always backed up, so you don't need to like create multiple versions. All of the versions are always on Figma. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys, until the end. I'm gonna make more tutorials about Figma and all of the Figma features and tools in the upcoming weeks, so don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out. Bye guys!